I'm gonna talk about how I use the law of attraction right now. Um, I'm gonna talk about an insight I had also recently, maybe a few weeks ago. Um, so I noticed something that I actually had heard a lot of times before, and I was always like, yeah, I noticed, but I never actually got it deeply, I think. But what I had this like how do you say lightning strike or something, that the reason why we want what we want is only for the feeling we think it's gonna give us. And that's when you get this on a deeper level, it's so powerful. So let's say you want a job or something that you don't have right now. The only reason why you want that job is not because of this or that or the perks or anything related to the job. It's because of what all those things are gonna make you feel like. So the only reason why you want it is because of the physical emotions that you think you're gonna feel. And I always kind of thought that the reason why I want stuff is because of the stuff. The stuff is gonna make me feel a certain way. But that's not even true, because if you want something, it's because you already know how it's gonna make you feel. And thus, it means that you already can feel the feeling. You already know what kind of feeling you actually are gonna get out of that thing that you want. So, what you can actually do is not even like wait for that thing to happen. You can generate that feeling from within. And this is just like, for me, this, I already knew this, but it's crazy to know that everything you want, you can actually feel like you already had it right now. So I'm struggling a lot with this. It's not like I've got this covered or something. I still struggle to feel the emotions that are related to what I want to have in my life. I want to have I want to have deeper connections with people. I want to have like a nice social circle. I want to have health. I want to have tons of things. And I know why it's gonna like give me probably a sense of belonging. It's gonna give me like security, joy. I'm gonna be grateful for what I have. But the funny thing is, I can feel all of that right now. I don't need to wait for it because I can already feel it right now. And I think that the hardest part is to make the conscious choice to summon those emotions inside of myself. That's the hard thing, because uh, our bodies or our system is like in homeostasis, and it doesn't move much in terms of emotions during the day. Or we have like core emotions and they're always the same. So every time you try to consciously to like simulate emotions in yourself, it costs a little bit of mental energy, because you have to think about what you want. And you have to go away from the default, because the default that I have is always to think, to think about what I have right now. And I'm like, well, this is good, this is not good. And I also think of everything that I don't have and that I want to have, but I'm like, oh, I don't have it. It's a negative emotion that I feel most of the time. And so this is the default vibe that I have. And to get out of it, it costs energy. And it's not like, it's not that easy actually. You have to train in order to habituate your brain and your body to feel those emotions and to think about what you want. And so that's what I'm trying to do with the law of attraction. I think that, and it also makes sense actually, even if you don't believe so much in it, that if you are already grateful, if you are already happy, you are going to attract things in your life. I mean, even if you don't believe that you're going to attract things in your life, you're gonna at least take the actions that your future self would take, because you're gonna feel like him. So you're gonna do the same things. So if you wanna attract friends, for example, and what you can do is already summon that sense of belonging in yourself when you think about it. When you're gonna be in a social environment, instead of being, that's the case for me, instead of being a little bit anxious, if you summon that vibe, so if I summon that vibe, I'm gonna be open all of a sudden, and I'm gonna go talk to people and not care about what they will think of me, because I feel like it, but I force myself to feel like it. And so it's not that easy. It's like you have to fight against yourself a little bit there. You have to fight against your default behavior and default emotions also. And they often come, I mean, emotions don't come like this, they often come with a thought first. That's also the difficult thing, to see what emotion, like what thought triggers what emotion. So this is what I'm trying to do, and yeah, it's it's exciting.